Hello everyone, good day. I am Josegen, and let me ask you something. What are you feeling right now? What are you seeing? Do you hear sounds? Or do you smell something? What was the taste of the last food you ate? From my questions, can you guess what's the main point? Yes, it's all about the senses because our topic is all about sensory experience. Through this video, we will be able to know on how to incorporate and what's the importance of sensory experience in creative writing. Let's get to know first if what is a sensory experience. From the word sense, meaning it is the writer's ability to make a memorable story by incorporating the use of the five senses. Let's review what are those five senses. It is the sight, the sound, the touch, the taste, and the smell. These sensory details are included or employed by a writer to engage a reader's interest. Readers can personally experience what the author is trying to describe, reminding them of their own experiences. It answers the questions: what do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you taste? Or what do you smell? Take note. Use sensory details in writing to give the reader a clear idea of what you are describing. For better understanding, I will give some examples. For sight, I see a small bug. From this statement, a reader could imagine a scenario where there is a small bug. For sound, sounds like loud crunching. From this statement, a reader could imagine hearing a loud crunching sound. For touch, the cat is so soft. From this statement, a reader could imagine touching a very soft cat. For taste, the ice cream is so tasty and delicious. From this statement, a reader could imagine tasting a delicious ice cream. For smell, the flower is so fragrant. From this statement, a reader could imagine smelling a fragrant flower. I have two sample scenarios here. The first example is a passage without sensory details, and the second example is a passage with sensory details. First example, a trip to the grocery store. A passage without sensory details. I went to the store and bought some flowers. Then I headed to the meat department. Later, I realized I forgot to buy bread. Second example, a trip to the grocery store with additional sensory details. Upon entering the grocery store, I headed directly for the flower department where I spotted yellow tulips. As I tenderly rested the tulips in my rusty shopping cart, I caught a whiff of minty dried eucalyptus, so I added a fragrant forest green bouquet of eucalyptus to my cart. While heading for the meat department, I smelled the stench of seafood, which made my appetite disappear. From the second passage, we were able to see, hear, smell, taste, or feel the words that the writer is trying to describe based on his or her experiences because of the sensory details that are being added. Let's get to words or phrases from the passage that indicate sensory experiences. These are: I spotted yellow tulips, tenderly rested the tulips, whiff of minty dried eucalyptus, fragrant forest green bouquet, I smelled the stench of seafood. Here are some adjectives that will surely serve as hints for recognizing sensory experiences. For sight, we have brilliant, dingy, gloomy, shadowy, striped, tarnished, twinkling. For sound, we have clamor, hiss, mamble, runt, squall, thud, whimper. For touch, we have cool, dusty, fluffy, gooey, prickly, slippery, velvety. For taste, we have blonde, creamy, gingery, nauseating. peppery, rotten, scrumptious. For smell, we have foul, perfumed, putrid, spicy, sweet, rancid, musty. In revising a descriptive paragraph using sensory experience, let's consider the following. Have I created a strong impression? Have I created a vivid mental image through the use of sensory details? Have I used concrete words or descriptive adjectives? Do my details support the main idea of the paragraph? The importance of incorporating sensory experiences in creative writing. First, to engage a reader's interest. Second, to help the work stand out. Sensory experiences are powerful and memorable because they allow your reader to see, hear, smell, taste, or feel your words. Telling a reader exactly what's happening creates a different experience than if a character hears, sees, touches, smells, and feels what's happening around them. Showing a world in this way triggers a reader's imagination and puts them in the middle of the story. That would be all. Thank you so much for bearing with me, and I hope you learn a lot from this video. God bless.